I know how to get a lot of appointments in any B2B industry, and that's exactly what I did for this client of mine, as you can see on the screen. We basically reached out on her behalf. We set up a system where people from our company they were reaching out on her behalf to marketing agencies, trying to sell them more appointments, more leads, and everything. And then she just closed a client. You can see this message. She said that yeah, they just freaking paid her. And what she's doing is she's basically white labeling a service. So we charge around like $100 per qualified appointment we generate for our clients, and she's just charging more than that, and she's not doing anything. She just said, okay, I've taken the money from the clients. Now you can book the appointments for my clients, and then yeah, basically we're going to be fulfilling for her clients as well. We have already generated appointments for her. Now she has closed someone who's also interested in generating appointments, and now she is basically handing over the fulfillment side to us, because when she can just like not worry about anything and she gets to keep like 50% profit margins, like what's the problem with that? And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I was about to go and set up a LinkedIn campaign so that we get access to everything. So basically we can get like meetings for her client so that she makes a lot of money, and in return we also make a lot of money. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. If you want to see how I set up a LinkedIn campaign, how I basically will be using one LinkedIn account to book like 3 to 5 calls a day easily, this is exactly what you need. This is like the exact thing which you needed. So on LinkedIn, there are like different types of campaigns, like different types of messaging we can use. I'll quickly like do a quick brainstorming session, whatever, just to see what we can use. So right now, like I'll see if she has the document which is sent over to us. Like what exactly is it? Uh, yeah, so this is basically what the client wanted to do. So he has like two services. One is like software development work and consulting. So basically, either the client is like, you get me like software development projects. So basically, people who want to build softwares, they can hire him. And the minimum contract over there has to be like $5,000 in everything. He can create like web applications, mobile applications, SaaS platform, blah 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 blah. And then the other type of service which her client is interested in selling is staff augmentation, where basically you just leverage like people. Basically it's a leverage of labor, it's a labor arbitrage. For example, like I know a guy in India who's willing to, let's say, do virtual assistant jobs for like $1 an hour, and then I ask someone in the US to pay him like $3 an hour for his time. I get to keep like $2 profit, and I pay him like $1, and it's still like a lot of money saved for the client in the US, because he has to pay like minimum $10 to $20 per hour to people if he was hiring from the US. So basically, a lot of countries provide like cheap developers. India, Pakistan, all these third world countries, you can find very skilled developers, very affordable developers, and basically that's what I think this client is trying to do. So we're going to be using LinkedIn right now to book appointments for this offer. I can book meetings for anything, but I'll say like this is going to be easier to sell according to me. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll just click on the create team board. Like I don't understand why people would pay for Miro, bro. Like I don't mind paying for software, but why would you pay for Miro? So when it comes to LinkedIn, LinkedIn strat about. So let's just try to think what we can use. I'll just try to go over things which can be used, like methods of outreach and everything. First one is gonna be, I'll say, emails, because she has like a LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And if you didn't know, like LinkedIn Sales Navigator basically allows you to send emails where you don't have to wait for a person to accept the connection request or something, and then you can like directly reach out to the person. So this is definitely going to be one strategy. If you want to know how you can get like LinkedIn Sales Navigator for cheap, on my YouTube description there's going to be the link to SalesGen. Like I'll just search for my channel. This is my second channel, my company channel. Saumil Yadav, the best guy in the entire freaking world. If you come here in the description, you can see there's this thing where is the freaking software. Like, don't tell me I did not update it. Okay, shit, I've not updated it. But you can go to savebig.salegen.com, save big by Salegen, and over here I like add the link in the pinned comments or something, so you can come here. And basically it's a place where you get to save a lot of freaking money. So over here you can see you get LinkedIn Sales Navigator accounts for just $20 a month, and you can activate this on unlimited accounts. So $20 a month for unlimited accounts. You don't have to pay like $100 a month to LinkedIn. So that's what we did. We got like LinkedIn Sales Navigator activated and everything. So if you're trying to do this for yourself, you can get LinkedIn Sales Navigator from there. The next type of outreach we can do is the normal one which people use. So connection request. So we'll send out like connection request to people in industry, and when they find they accept it and everything, then we'll reach out to them. After that, the third type of outreach which we can do, I think, is going to be like group member outreach. So basically, if you're in the same group with LinkedIn, you can send like messages without actually having like a connection request or something. So I'll just quickly show you what I mean. So if I go over to LinkedIn, I come over to the group section over here. Let's say I go to this group or like lead generation. I can come to the members tab, click on show all over here. Let's say I wanted to, like, why is it all Bangladeshi people, man? Let's say I want to send them a message. Yo, Mas, what services you offer? I can like send it directly. Like you can see over here, I'm not connected with him. I did not have to wait for like what do you call that, like that I did not have to pay for an email credit or something. I can like directly message all these group members. So that's another form of outreach which you can use and leverage. So yeah, that's going to be the next type of outreach. So number one is going to be emails, then it's going to be connection requests, and the third one I think can be group members. I'll just try to think, is there something we're missing out? Maybe we can do like event attendees as well. So on LinkedIn, what you can do is you can come here, and then you can like events are basically webinars from what I understand, and you can come to events and you can see like all the events people are attending and everything, and then you can see all the people that are currently attending this, like let's say this event. I can see all the 146 attendees, and I think I can message them. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's another form of outreach, but I'm not really going to be using that because I've never done it and I don't know how to do it. That's going to be the rough idea I have in my mind. That's going to be the strategy we're going to be using for this account. And if we combine all three things, we should be able to book at least like 1 to 2 calls a day. I think like that should be the minimum metric. We should be booking like at least 1 to 2. I mean, like ideally it should be like between 3 to 5. If I'm not wrong, I'm expecting that to happen. So let's firstly simply figure out what we can do with InMails and the software the software with which we're going to be sending out these emails. I do not want to stutter again, man. It's basically going to be this software known as Linked Helper. Yeah, linkedhelper.com. Genuinely a very good software. Maybe they accepted my affiliate request. So yeah, if it's possible, I'll add the affiliate link in the description so you can go there, and they pay me like 30% of the money you pay them. So yeah, it's another way of supporting me, and yeah, it won't cost you anything extra, and it's genuinely the most affordable thing. So whenever you buy a subscription from them, I'll probably be getting like $5 a month. Again, yeah, nice, pretty passive income stream, whatever. Yeah, basically I just want to make more money. So what I'll do is I'll simply have this remote desktop loaded up. So basically you can set up like this thing known as VPS, but basically like Linked Helper is not a cloud-based software. You need to have a computer on 24/7 if you want to run it and everything, and I don't want to do that. So that's why I bought like a Windows computer for $10 a month. It's very simple to set up. Like yeah, you can just pay $10 a month and you can get a Windows computer which you can access remotely. So I'll enter my password and username and then set up everything on Linked Helper. Basically show you what all you need to do, figure out what messages, scripts and everything we can use, and just see how it goes from that point. So I'll go over to Chrome. Yeah, Linked Helper is already open. I think my team members were using it, and over here we have like the LinkedIn accounts with which we can use. So this is the LinkedIn account which you're going to be using for outreach. So I'll simply launch it up. First thing we need to figure out is going to be like in-mail campaigns. So let's just try to see what type of an audience we can find and everything. The audience which we can find, I think it's probably people that are into software development and they wanted to save money and everything. So let me just create like a Google Doc where we can write out the message which we want to use and everything. So let's say we call this copy for the in-mail campaign. Let's say like most of these people are going to be old, so I cannot use it like yo, hey, first name. What can we say, like what can we do to basically add some relevancy, like why we reaching out? Maybe we can say something like, hey, first name, just so your company. No, that won't actually like force him to open or something. Uh, was curious about what type of software development projects you do. Hey, yeah, just saw your profile and saw you're into software development. Just curious about what type of uh, thought of reaching out because I've got a friend that held a company like yours, almost half their, like almost how would you call that, like we basically help them save money, almost half their what would be better if we say that we're able to like almost half their expenses, or would it be better to say like almost double their profit? Hey, first name was curious about what type of software development projects you do. Just saw your profile and thought of reaching out because I've got a friend that held a company like yours, almost half their development related expenses. I've got a friend, thought it might be relevant for you, so reach out lol. uh, should I connect you with him? Don't worry, we're not trying to get you on a high pressure sales call. Yeah, I think that could be the message we use. So, hey, first name was curious about what type of software development projects you do. I got a friend that helped a company like yours, almost half the development related expenses. Thought it might be you with him to see. There's a psychological phenomena which is like reason respect tendency, where basically it says like, let's say there's a grocery store and I'm cutting the line in the grocery store, and like there are three people behind me. If I just tell them that I'm getting late, they're much more likely to respect me for doing it, even though I'm doing something terrible. Even if I make like a stupid excuse, like it's just a human psychological bias. So if I say like why I'm doing this, like why I should connect up, there's a higher chance they like respond back and everything. Should I connect you with him so that you can, should I connect you with him so that he can, so you see. Was here what a friend that had a company like yours, almost how the development related expenses. Should I connect you with him so you can see, like I'm not finding a way to phrase it very nicely. Should I connect you with him so you can see if it makes sense, so you can see. I'll just leave it like that. Should I connect you with him, or would it be a terrible idea to connect you to? Mm, so you're into software development, so thought it might be relevant for you. Hmm. Mm, into software development and reached out because I thought it might be relevant for you. So I went into software development and reached out because I thought it might be relevant for you. I think this is a pretty good email campaign which we can send to people who offer like software development and everything. Now I have this thing over here where basically I can like, yeah, it's basically like a bunch of forms. It's built for my own company, so don't try to like send stupid messages in these forms. Even if you fill it, like it won't really do anything because yeah, if you try to add like what I'm basically trying to say is, let's say I want to get this email campaign created. Once I've written the copy, I don't actually have to do it. So I can enter the name of the employee, then the WhatsApp number and everything, which LinkedIn account to use, and then I can submit the form and instructions will go out to him and they'll like create the campaign and everything. So what I'll do over here is simply enter the message which we want to send out. Then maybe we try to add another variable, like another variation if I want to. I think like this is gonna be like good. Like just see with one message what it's like. Now I'll pause the video and try to just open the WhatsApp of the employee to whom I want to send it. Yep, just entered the phone number of the person. Then over here where it says like which LinkedIn account to use, I'll enter the name of the LinkedIn account. Then I'll ask him like what he should name it. So I'll just say uh like over here developer augmentation in mail. Develop augmentation in mail. Subject line to use maybe will be hi, first name all small, maybe hi first name. Yeah, I'll just simply click on submit and now the instruction would go out to this person. Yeah, and now the campaign is basically going to be created whilst I'm recording this video, so that yeah, basically someone can do the work and I don't like, I like to like channelize my resources towards the highest leverage thing. Like I can spend my time better into creating better campaigns or figuring out better ways of doing something instead of actually sitting there and creating the campaigns and everything. After that, when it comes to like the connection request campaign, maybe we can like, yeah, like we have to do a couple of things. So I'll just open the form of sending the connection. Maybe I think we need to like add leads as well. So I'll go here to the remote desktop and now we can come here. We can use this to basically where's LinkedIn? Yeah, we can go over to Sales Navigator to find the remote desktop, like basically to find leads for this campaign. So I'll find the URL and then like basically send it over to people so that they can add leads to the campaign as well once it has been created. Just waiting for Sales Navigator to load. The only problem with this, like Windows, VPS, whatever, is it's really slow because it runs on the cloud and everything. So it's really irritating to actually set it up and everything. That's the only complaint I have. I'll come here, come over to lead filters. Click on lead filters over here. Come here. Yeah, now we can basically apply all the filters. Let's say we want slightly bigger companies. Maybe let's say 11 to 50 employees. And then over here we can select come here, Let's say company's headquarters location, we want it in North America, or rather, let's just say United States and Canada. I think that will be better. We can start with the United States, then we can expand outwards. Like, this is so freaking slow, man. Like, how do you guys use Windows computers? Like, no matter how powerful a Windows computer is, I've always just seen it freaking lagging and shit, man. Use a Mac, guys. Yeah. After that, when it comes to current job titles, let's just include all the C-level people. Let's say founder, co-founder, founder, co-founder. After that, what we can do? Let's say CEO. I don't think so. CEO is a job title here. It's probably gonna be like Chief Executive Officer. Bro, like this is so freaking laggy, man. I hate Windows like so much. Holy shit. Please show me the suggestions. Yeah, Chief Executive Officer. I'll go to the Google Doc which he created, maybe like the Google Doc which he sent me to. Mm, where's the Google Doc? Is this the Google Doc which he just opened? Let's see, hopefully it'll be here in the history here. Lead qualification filters, CTO. Yeah, we can include like CTO as well. I think that'll be good. CEO. I think that's gonna be good. Owner, maybe owner and co-owner. Co-owner. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. We still have like 1 million plus results. Now we probably need to like branch down by industry over here, so we can come to industry. Let's choose software development. Yeah, I'll just choose like software development. Pretty simple. 37,000 people. And now if we select posted or LinkedIn, we have around 9,000 leads over here. And like this, I've already created a video on this. Like this is a small hack which literally got us like 3 to 5x more meetings with LinkedIn. So I made this video. You can search it up if you want to. Come out a video. So yeah, that link LinkedIn hack to that book 5 calls in 24 hours. You can watch this video. Like yeah, that basically explain this in depth, why this works and everything. So you can choose this, and this just gets you like so much better results compared to just like reaching out to people who are not even active on LinkedIn. After that, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. Like years in current company, I can choose like 1 to 5 years. I don't want really old people, maybe. How many people are still left? We just want like around, let's say I just choose like 3 to 5 years. How many will be left now? I'm just trying to get like 2,500 results, because at once you can only scrape like 2,500 results. Yeah, we have like 1 to 5 results. So I can copy this. Like, let's just see. Yeah, yeah, looks good to me. Now we can simply give over these instructions to the people who will be creating the campaign and everything. So I'll just go over to this form, like email campaign lead edition form. I'll just enter the name and everything of the people who are supposed to do this. So I'll just pause the video, add in the details, and then after that we should be good to go. So I'll just paste the LinkedIn Sales Navigator URL, and then they'll be able to scrape it. So this was the name of the campaign where you want to add the leads. Dr. Dilara, this is the LinkedIn account. Now I'll enter the number of the employee who has to do it. Yep, WhatsApp number has been added as well, and now we just click on the submit button, and yeah, now this campaign has been created too. We've done the copywriting of it, we've done the lead edition of it. Now we can move on to the next part of the process. So this is already taken care of. I'll make this thing green. How to make it green, bro? Is this? Yeah, done. After that, we move on to the connection request campaign. So on connection request campaign, you send out connection requests, and yeah, basically after that you just have to wait for it to happen. So over here I can just open the form for the connection request campaign, see what type of details we need, and then we can like just go ahead and look for it. So over here I'll just use the employee who's gonna create it. Here I'll enter his WhatsApp number. After that, over here I'll enter the LinkedIn account to use. Campaign name, I'll call it connection request note. So basically on LinkedIn, when you're sending out connection requests, if I open my LinkedIn account, uh, how can I see people outside my network? Yeah, so let's say if I want to connect with this person, I want to connect on it, then I can like either send it without a note, or I can add like a note as well when connecting. So I'm like, yeah, I can add this note. So this is basically me deciding if I want to add some things in the connection request note or something. So I'll just add the note. What can we add in the connection request note? We can add something like, hey, had a question about, hey, um, had a question about the services you offer, because that will increase curiosity and that will increase the chances of us like getting replies and everything. So I'll do like, hey, I had a question about the services you offer. Hey, first name over here. That could be the year. And the main thing we're trying to do is just build up curiosity so that they actually have a reason to accept the connection request note, whatever. I would much rather have like double the acceptance rate on this than just being direct with my pitch and not getting any request or connections. Because if they don't like me, they can simply like unconnect, or they can simply like block us. Like, yeah, that's much better than like, it's better for us to pitch our offer and then get blocked than to get blocked without ever pitching offer. That's what I believe in. Yeah. After that, we can also send follow-up like messages. So let's say what happens is we added a connection request note. People accept the connection request, and then the connection request note goes into the DMs. But after that, they don't freaking respond. So we can send like a couple of follow-ups before we actually, yeah, we can send like follow-ups to these people basically if they do not reply to us. So now we can enter how many follow-ups you want to send. I want to send like 2 follow-ups. So this is basically what should we say in the follow-up messages. So I'll just enter that. So follow-up 1 will be, hey, first name, just got a mail from, just to sound human, because we did not actually get it. We just like, yeah, I'll just say like, hey, just got a mail from LinkedIn, you accepted my connection request. uh, so you mentioned so you mentioned on your profile that you offer software development services. And I was curious about how much you're paying your devs. Reason I ask is I know a guy who held a company like yours, almost half their employee costs with zero risk attached on risk attached. Would it be a terrible idea to connect you to? I promise no high pressure sales calls. LOL. With easy high pressure sales calls. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good message. Then we enter the second follow-up message. So follow-up to. Now we basically enter what exact follow-up message we want to send after this. Let's say people do not even reply after this one. The second follow-up I think could be like a good follow-up message over here could be mm-hmm, a first name. I don't wanna spam you or something. Just wanted to know if you got my last message. LinkedIn has been having some issues lately. Let me know. Yeah, I think that's it. And after that, what we can do is at once, like let's say you have 1000 connection requests which you have sent out to people and no one has accepted it. LinkedIn won't allow you to send out more connection requests. So let's say, like over here, we can enter that if someone has not accepted a connection request in 14 days, then we want to withdraw that back. So that's what we're trying to do. So maybe I'll like withdraw it after 30 days. So yeah, now the campaign is ready. I just have to enter the phone number of my employee. I'll pause the video and simply like do that. Yep, so now the form has been submitted as well, and now we move on to the next type. This is also complete. Now we can change the color to green of this as well. So yeah, now this has been completed as well, and now we can do the group member outreach. For this, first we need to join some software development groups. I'll have to search for them right now. So I'll come over to LinkedIn, like not Sales Navigator, like normal LinkedIn. Where's like LinkedIn? Yeah, go to linkedin.com. I need to join some groups as well for software development. Otherwise, I cannot actually send messages because I'm not in the same group as those people. I can actually let's just try to find groups first before we go into it. Software development. Maybe I'll give ChatGPT some work as well. But ChatGPT is gonna like deep research takes so much of time, so I'll just give it to Grok and Perplexity. Does Gemini perform better? How to enable like the dictation thing? Hello? Hello? So basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a campaign like LinkedIn allows you to send messages to group members, and I have a client who is interested in finding software development agencies or like big companies that do software development, and he wants to connect with the decision makers like CEOs, founders, owners, and everything of these companies so that he can reach out to them and find people like who are interested in his staff augmentation services, basically interested in cutting down their costs and everything. So I wanted to go and find me like groups basically on LinkedIn, give me like at least 20 groups where I can find these people so that, yeah, give me like 20 groups where I can find these people so that I can reach out to them and convert them into customers. Do it. There's this thing known as deeper search as well. Yeah, deeper search. Trying to save freaking resources, man. What's this? Oh, labs. Yeah, deep research. Does Gemini have deep research? I think it's now paid. Yeah, I don't have like Gemini paid. I have ChatGPT paid, but let's just see. Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. Like ChatGPT deep research, it just takes like so much of freaking time, man. Maybe I'll just give it to normal O3. I'll ask it to like search the web. Maybe it should do a good job. So whilst we're trying to find it, maybe ChatGPT can find it as well. Now I'll come over to groups and try to see software development groups. Maybe I'll just keep on joining as many groups as possible. Hmm. I'll join this as well. What's this? Bro, some other idiot logged into my computer, man. Holy shit. Yup, so my employee actually just saw the messages and then he logged into this remote computer as well in order to create the campaigns and everything. But yeah, I just asked him to log the frick out, man. Uh, just trying to find as many as here. Maybe I can find IT companies, maybe those groups will work well too. IT CEO, let's say. Is there a group for IT CEOs? Mm. Information technology company. Maybe let's see over here, maybe we find them. Maybe if we search IT, like finding groups in this is going to be a bit hard because IT professional, like who the fuck joins these groups? Let's see if we're able to find it. So what we can do is we can come out to Sales Navigator, now filter by different groups and everything. So what we can apply is we can only see people who are a part of a particular group inside of Sales Navigator. So let me try to do that if that is going to be possible. Otherwise, you might have to scrap the idea of like group member messaging altogether. I think we might have to do that. Uh, Close the stupid notifications. Man, I hate Windows. But I'm grateful for it. Like, if this did not exist, I'll have to keep my computer on. And I won't complain for $10 a month. Yep, let's try to filter by if they belong to a particular group. So in Sales Navigator, I have this filter by groups. So I'll try to see. Outsourcing and offshoring. 42,000 members. We only want people at like let's say United States. Yeah, the members look kind of decent to me. Let's say US, UK, Australia. I think these are good locations. Holy shit, it's so laggy, man. Australia. Man, this is fucking stuck. Yep, Australia. Remove this crap, London area. How many do we have left now? 65,000 results. Now let's say seniority level we want C-suite. Like, let's just filter by job titles only. Founder, co-founder. Bro, like, I'm gonna lose my mind over this shit. Co-founder, chief executive officer, maybe. Chief technology officer, CTO will be good as well. I think this is good enough because, but we've not selected industry. Hmm. Over here, I can maybe remove all the marketing and advertising people because that will remove all the agencies that are trying to sell to them. So I can exclude marketing. I can exclude advertising. No, 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 exclude it, not include. I'll just pause the video, man. This is fucking annoying, taking a lot of time. So we gotten around 164 results only from this group. And I think if we send like 20 messages a day, this should last us for around a week. I'll see what you have to do after we're done for a week. Like right now, these campaigns I'm creating for a week. And basically, I'll just fill out the form. Firstly, I'll have to actually like ask the person to create like a group outreach campaign first of all. And like this shit has done like the research and everything. So maybe I can join these groups later and find more leads to reach out to and everything. So I'll maybe do that later. Grok is still doing it. I'll close all the unwanted tabs, otherwise it's just gonna clutter everything. So I'll ask them to firstly create like a group member message campaign. Over here, I'll just enter the name of the employee, then I'll enter the phone number. Like, yeah, maybe we can do that later. LinkedIn account to use. Campaign name, I'll call it group member outreach. Then over here where it comes to the group member message to send, I'll just say like first name, just in the same group. What services do you offer? I just keep it simple because I don't know how to pitch it properly. So maybe after that we can like take the conversation and book in a reply, whatever. And after that, message request accepted as reply. So basically, what it means is like when you send out a message, it goes out as like a request, and people can either accept it or reject it. So linked helper is basically asking us the software which you're using to create it. Like if someone accepts a request, do you want to treat it as a reply? Let's say someone accepts the request, and if they don't reply, do you want to send follow-ups, or if you don't want to send follow-ups? Of course I want to send follow-ups. I'll choose it to no. Then over here it asks us like if you want to send follow-ups. If I select no, I don't have to enter follow-up messages. But of course I want to send follow-ups, so I'll send two follow-ups. I'll write the follow-up messages. So follow-up one is gonna be group member follow-up messages. Follow-up one is gonna be I'll just call it like a you there first name, like a simple nudge. And follow-up 2, maybe we can write something like uh, uh, contacting you a couple of times, maybe you're busy. His name, well, reason I doubt is I know a guy who held a software development company. Half their employee costs without any headaches. Do you know someone who might be interested in this, so I can connect both of them? And yeah, like the typical Alex or Mosey style, like, do you know someone who might be interested in this? I'm not trying to sell to you, but I'm trying to, yeah, basically Alex or Mosey framework. I'll just enter the WhatsApp number of the person now. Now we are just waiting to send out the message. Boom, we click on the submit button. The form has been submitted and instructions have gone. So now our group member campaign has been created as well. I'll just update you in a couple of days once it's ready. That's how basically we're going to be using one LinkedIn account to get like 3 to 5 meetings booked. Pretty simple. Yeah, that's basically going to be the entire playbook which we're going to be using. If you have any questions, anything which you want to know, drop them in the comments maybe. Yeah, a lot of cool shit in the description. Go check it out. Bye man. Take care.